Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a spring cleaning marathon. I know this is the time of year where a lot of us are diving into spring cleaning, so I thought this would be a really fun video to post for you guys. It's extra long, so you can throw it up on your TV and clean right along with me. If you aren't familiar with a cleaning marathon video, it's a few videos compiled together into one so that you don't have to worry about flipping through videos. You can turn it on and let it play. In this video, I have it all deep cleaning and decorating for spring. If you like these compilation marathon videos, let me know by leaving a thumbs up and a comment down below. I'd love to hear when you guys start spring cleaning and what's on your spring cleaning list. Tell us in the comments down below. I'd love to know because maybe it's something I or others haven't thought about. So please share your spring cleaning list down below. I hope you guys enjoy this video and get all the motivation. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are ready for some cleaning motivation because this video is packed with it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in. First, I am mixing up some all-purpose cleaner to carry around with me to wipe everything with. It's a really simple mix. You just pour the concentrate into the spray bottle and then you fill it the rest of the way out with water. Give it a shake and it can be used on a variety of surfaces. Okay, so I am thinking of changing up the colors on my bed. All of my pillows have covers that come off so they can be changed out. I just can't decide what colors to go with. I'm bored with these and I'm ready for a change. Let me know what colors you think would be pretty.
How did we end up here in the corner, looking like an amaze? We used to be the team people talk.
If there's one thing that gets on my nerves, it's a cluttered up nightstand. So I'm glad that's cleaned off and back to square one. And then really quick, I wanted to organize this top drawer. This is where I keep Ray's socks, hats, and other miscellaneous smaller items. It's kind of all just laying in there unorganized. So I picked up these baskets from TJ Maxx and I thought that would be perfect for this drawer.
Can't get any worse, no, no. I just wanna get out of here. I find it so hard to breathe. 'Cause when you get too close, I lose my way.
I actually had a bit more cleaning I wanted to get done in here, but it was Ray's nap time. And if you don't know, I share a room with my 3 kids, so I needed to let her nap. She was getting really irritable and impatient, so I didn't get everything in this room done, but I did get my bed made and my nightstand cleaned off at least. Okay, this bathroom needs a massive scrub down, but before I get started on that, I'm going to take the rugs to the wash so they can be washing while I scrub.
You used to be the one getting crazy when I'd be hard to reach. I can see it in your eyes. You don't wanna talk anymore. I wanna get so numb, well we enemies. No, you don't mind the way I spell my words. You know exactly what it means and how it hurts. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't get any worse, no.
Before I spray this tub, I need to get everything out and back where it belongs. This bathroom is really small, so we don't have a lot of storage in here. So to hold all of mine and the kids' products, I picked up a 3-tier rack from TJ Maxx, and it's been a really great solution at storing everything.
But now it's so hard to breathe. Just get me out of here. Just get me out of here.
So this bathtub itself is incredibly old. I believe the tub and the faucet are the originals from when the mobile home was built, and this is a 97. So anyways, there are some mildew and hard water stains. I wanted to see if I could scrub those off. I'm gonna try Barkeeper's Friend spray foam and let that soak for a bit, and then I will come back and see how well it works.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
say that I'll be fine, I'll be fine. And in the night I tend to lose my sight. I fade out within the moving lights. But I got time, that's why I'm breathing now. I can see through my feelings now. I can see clear through my mind. And the secret is to shut my eyes, to shut my eyes and see through my mind. I can see through my feelings now. I can see clear through my mind. And the secret is to shut my eyes, to shut my eyes and see through my mind. I stay alive because I feel ready now. I see red, I feel blue, but it's all black and white. It's black and white. And in the night I tend to lose my sight. I fade out within the moving lights. But I got time, that's why I'm breathing now. I can see through my feelings now. I can see clear through my mind. And the secret is to shut my eyes, to shut my eyes and see through my mind. I can see through my feelings now. I can see clear through my mind. And the secret is to shut my eyes, to shut my eyes and see through my mind. To see through my mind, to see through my mind, see through my mind in the night.
So the barkeeper's friend has been sitting for about 15 minutes now. Unfortunately, it didn't work like I was hoping. Some of the mildew came off, but most of it did not. I even went back in with some comment, hoping that the bleach would do something, but it didn't. So I need your help. What works for this stuff? The hard water stains didn't come up either, so let me know your tips and tricks down below, please.
Thinking about the way that you know me. No one ever cared like you care for me. You're such a bright star in the dark space. Babe, it never worked out with the others. All we ever did was fight, and at one point I would never thought that I would meet someone like you. This time it's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like my, my, my. You got me like my, my, my. You got me like there's no other than you now, babe. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like my, my, my. Like oh my God, don't let anyone hold you down just because you are shining way more than the other could. Oh, oh. And the best part is that you're still so humble.
Before I put the rugs back down, I want to give the floor a quick vacuum and steam mop really good, especially around the toilet area. I do have 2 little boys, and if you guys have boys, you know how that goes.
Feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like my, my, my. You got me like my, my, my. You got me like there's no other than you now, babe. Nah, 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 'cause you got me like my, my, my. Like oh my God, this time it's all different. You got every little string on me. The way you make me feel is crazy. How did you get so fly? You got me like my, my, my. You got me like my, my, my.
starting in the living room, I'm stripping the couches of the blankets and pillows and getting those into the wash. The only place I'm not going to be cleaning today is in the kitchen. My mom was busy making bread and I didn't want to interfere with that, so I'm not going to be cleaning the kitchen. But if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, a few days ago I shared in my stories an idea that we found for the living room. We are so excited about. I can't wait to get started. Let's just say that this living room is going to look like a completely different living room when I'm all done. So y'all please make sure that you're subscribed for this transformation, as I will be filming the entire thing and I promise you guys are not going to want to miss it.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by, someone save me before I pass out. I'm too lonely to be done, I'ma drink at this pace. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy and you don't let. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, forget I'm made this way, but why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by, someone save me before I pass out. I'm too lonely to be done, and my drink at this pace. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy and you don't let. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? The only one that's left in the rain.
As I was wiping this table, I noticed crumbs down between the edges of the glass and the wood, so I'm going to lift that up and clean all of that out.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy and you don't let. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain?
Think we lost all, but who will take the fall? Who will win it all? You know the cost, still you go through walls. Keep on acting small. Even if you got something left to lose, even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you. I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got try to keep it cool, bending all the rules, bending all the rules. It gets colder, but I hate being cool. I can't be cool to you. Even if you got something left to lose, even if there is something left for you to prove, I got bad taste of hanging around you. I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got tangled up, but in the aftermath of us, I don't regret that much. I don't regret that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. In the aftermath of us. Baby, I got no excuses. I got nothing left to say. Didn't wanna stand up useless, but in the aftermath of us, I'm so sorry about the bitter end. I'm so sorry if I misbehave. In the middle we got tangled up, but in the aftermath of us, I don't regret that much. Don't regret that.
Video, I'm going to be deep cleaning the kitchen, and I thought I would film it for you guys and hopefully give you some motivation. I'm going to be cleaning out the fridge and also showing you some cleaning hacks that I use for the oven as well, so that you don't have to use the self-cleaner or any harsh chemicals. I've heard a lot of people say that the chemicals in the oven cleaner really bothers them, so I think you can benefit from this method using 100% natural products that you probably already have in your home. So before we get started, this is the before of the oven. It's pretty bad, and to be honest, I got scared when I seen this. It looked like I was up against a lot, but I was happy with the after shot, and I can't wait to show you guys. So for this, all you'll need is a good bit of baking soda. I just used the rest of this bag, and this was a 3.5 pound bag, and it was about half full. And then you'll also need some straight vinegar in a spray bottle, and then a rather large bowl. You'll need to do this part 24 hours in advance to allow the baking soda to soak in your oven and break everything loose. So I'm just taking the baking soda and pouring it into the bowl. And then next I'm gonna add just a tad bit of water to make it a spreadable consistency. I'm not measuring any of this. I'm just eyeballing, not too thick and not too thin, just something that'll stick to the sides of the oven very well. I'm going to go ahead and remove the racks, and we also keep the cast iron pan in there, so I'm going ahead and taking that out as well. I'm going to show you a separate cleaning hack for the racks in just a second, but for now I'm just laying those to the side. And now that everything is out of my way, I want to vacuum up any loose crumbs in the bottom. And now for the fun and messy part, using a pair of gloves, I'm going to take the baking soda and water mixture and spread it all over the inside and the door of the oven. This is what it should look like when you're all done.
Making me wanna be something something else than I'm meant to. Spending time reminiscing.
Then what you'll want to do is just take your vinegar and spritz it all over the oven, and you'll do this every couple of hours or just when you think about it over the next 24 hours. And I did not get up through the night to do this. I just did it whenever I thought about it throughout the day. Then for the racks, you can use any kind of laundry detergent that you have, liquid or powder, and I'm going to soak them in about a capful with some hot water for about 3 to 4 hours. And then when we come back, all of that baked on residue is basically going to fall off.
It's a miracle, miracles. Oh yeah, night after night, night after night, night after night.
So this is the current state of the fridge. There's not too much in here that needs to be pulled out. It just really needs to be reorganized. And I'm also going to take everything out and just scrub it out really good. And like I said, just kind of reorganize everything. What?
I got ketchup.
Yep, that's ketchup. So yeah, that's my plan with the refrigerator. So let's go ahead and get started.
But I guess I'll get used to being small in a world that's not acting kind. Even if I don't want to, wishing I'd be all alone. I got these demons by my side, flying on the chemicals. Guess I'm not the lucky type.
Once I have everything out, I'm using the Method Antibac to clean out the inside of the refrigerator. You guys know that I'm not a fan of any of the Antibac sprays, but they are a better alternative to using bleach. So I'm just spraying it down really good, and then I'm gonna let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll go back and wipe it out.
These city lights are making me wanna be something else that I'm used to. Spending time reminiscing of what it used to be, not letting go when I want to. Trust me, you don't wanna know how it's night after night, night after night. Oh, searching after miracles. Oh yeah, night after night, night after night, night after night.
Now that it's completely wiped out, I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back that I know needs to go back, and then I want to wipe out all the drawers and the shelving and just get all that organized as well.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hooked. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the ties. But I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see. But now the never, ever, ever seemed to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. Should've known by your rap sheet that you weren't nice, but now I am telling you I'm going to smile. But I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see. But now the never, ever, ever seemed to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember who you are. Man down, he ran out of luck, and now it's my time. Ain't no looking back, I'm on the right track. Here she goes. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember who you are. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember.
Okay, so here is the finished product. Like I said, I didn't take a whole lot of stuff out. I mainly just went through things that were expired in her door, but everything else pretty much stays. I just kind of straightened it up. Give you guys a quick little tour of what she has in here. So in that Dollar Tree basket right there, she just has like the basic condiments: ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise. And right here she's got some yum yum sauce, some tea, she's got some milk, and then right there behind the milk is some homemade ranch dressing, and then right back there is some jelly, and then we also have some coffee creamer, and she also keeps her opened up instant mashed potatoes in the refrigerator as well. So that's what that box is. And then she's just got her drink right there. Oh, sorry buddy, mama hit you in the head. Yeah, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay, so in this drawer, she had only 2 eggs in that entire carton, so I just threw away the carton and then kept the 2 eggs out, and I just put them in
Mama, there's cheese.
there. Yep, you see cheese? And then, all right, back up so I can show them, okay? And then in the back is some butter and some cheese, and then she has some little extra sauce packets in that little basket. And then it looks like that right there is some chicken base. And then right here she has some celery, some lettuce, and then basically this whole bottom shelf right here is just all the leftovers and some butter. In the bottom 2 drawers she has her drinks on the left and then the kids' drinks on the right. Okay, so for the door, I tried to pretty much organize everything. A lot of this is just randomness, so I tried to organize it the best I could. So in the top one, I just put like all of her like cooking sauces, and she's got some hot sauce right there, and then just like jars of jalapenos and some pickle relish. We also keep aloe in the refrigerator. On this next shelf is all of her, I think this is food coloring. That's almond extract, vanilla extract. Oh, this is all extracts. Okay. So all of her extracts, and then salad dressings, and then I think that right there is some salsa. And then in this one I have all of her like big jarred stuff. So she's got some bread and butter, pickles, some banana pepper rings, and then she's keeping this empty jar of pickles. She likes to have the pickle juice on hand for one of the grandkids. So we have that, and then she's got a big jar of minced garlic, and then I think that back there might be some peppers. And then up here we have some butter and Kane's cup that he keeps insisting to put right there. So that's what that is. So this is the oven after it has set for 24 hours. We are about 20 minutes shy of it being the full 24 hours. So this is what it looks like. You can see some of that in the bottom has kind of, I don't know, all settled right there. So I've been spritzing it with vinegar over this course of 24 hours. Just whenever I thought about it, you don't have to do it at any particular time. Just whenever I thought about it, I would spritz it down with some vinegar, and you can hear it fizzing and working. So what I'm going to do is you can use whatever sponges that you have on hand, anything that's non-scratch, because you don't want to scratch off the coating of your oven. But we had these on hand. These are the walnut scrubber sponges from Grove. And like I said, this is just what we had on hand, so just use whatever you have. So I'm just going to dampen one of these. There's 2 in this pack. Hopefully these 2 will get me through this project. So I'm just going to dampen one of these and start scrubbing. So you guys will be pretty amazed at how well this works. I'm really excited to show you guys. Alright, so here we go. I'm just going to wipe a little section for you guys so you can see how well it comes off. You see that? You have to scrub just a tiny bit, but nowhere near what you would have to if this hadn't set. Like, you can clearly see the difference where I just wiped. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this entire oven. Also, you may want to grab a bowl of water to dip your sponge in as you go so that you don't have to keep going back and forth to the sink.
Good friends, like lovers. On the weekend. On the
I'm just wiping the excess off after I'm done scrubbing, and as I mentioned before, this baking soda can be really messy, so you'll probably end up with bits of it all over your floor.
Will we find home, or will we stay just like this? 'Cause when the daylight comes, we're just good friends, baby, good friends, hanging on. When the daylight comes, we're just
You can see how easily this is just wiping off. I'm barely having to bear down on my sponge at all.
on the weekend. On the
Once I have the entire oven scrubbed out, I'm taking a damp cloth and I'm going to wipe out the excess baking soda.
You said that you needed me.
Moving on to the bottom drawer, I'm going to go ahead and vacuum the crumbs out of it and then just give it a quick wipe. It really wasn't too bad, and I did not know this until a couple of years ago, but this is actually a food warmer drawer. I did not know that. We've always stored pans in it. How many of you knew that? Let me know.
Too much of emotion. Sometimes I'm the lighting. Don't wanna pick a fight with.
Now for the racks, you're going to take a sponge and just gently wipe, and all of that crud should fall right off. You can see it just falling off right here, and I've barely touched them. I'm barely wiping at all.
Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking.
have them wiped down. I just want to give them a good rinse, and then they're ready to be put back in the oven.
I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm ready.
So this is the oven. I'll go ahead and insert a before shot here so you can compare. It's not perfect. There's still some spots on the bottom there that you can see that I just couldn't get off, but it looks a whole lot better than what it did. The glass looks so much better. Like I said, there's a few spots that just wouldn't come off, but overall I'm very happy with how it came out. The first thing I'm going to do is take the curtains off of the rods and get those into the washing machine. I want to do that first so that by the time I finish everything else, they'll be done and ready to hang back up. I don't plan to dry these. I'm just going to let them air dry on the rods. So the only thing they have to do is go through the wash cycle.
You make me nervous. I think I might be hooked on you. All of the things you said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we...
Another thing that I want to get washed today are the blankets that are on the couch. I've said this many times before, but we keep them on the couch for our dog. She likes to lick her paws and it just leaves wet rings all over the couch, so I need to give those a freshen up.
So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. You make me anxious. I think I might be stuck on you. I love the things you did for me, it seems like you're dropping clues.
Ray had just gone down for her nap, so I'm picking up her toys and placing those back into the basket. And then the next thing I need to do is go ahead and change the air filter.
Everything 'cause you're stuck on my mind. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come.
We change this about every 30 days, but just in 30 days it gets that nasty. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it and put in a clean one, and then I'm also going to scrub the vent.
Oh, we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. Oh, we were meant to be. So just sit.
And then I'm also going to take the vent cover to the bathtub and we'll give that a scrub as well and get all of the dust. And there was a lot of hair on there that needed to come off. So I'm just scrubbing it down with a scrub brush. I'm first removing all of those big clumps of hair and dust first so that that doesn't go down the drain. And then I'm going to take some of the Method all-purpose spray it and scrub it really good until I get all of that dust off.
Come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be. I saw you from across the room. When our eyes met, I never knew that I could feel this way, and it's kinda strange. Don't even know your name. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Just wanna get to know you. I don't know you, but I
Next up, I'm going to go ahead and clean this front door and the glass door. This glass door had not been cleaned in ages, and I actually wasn't planning to clean this door, but I figured why not. I had the spray and the cloth out. Go ahead and clean that while we're at it. It had a few spots on it that needed to come off. I'm going to clean both sides of this door. It was one of those things you didn't realize how gross it was until it was clean. It just looked a lot better whenever I was done.
Special. I thought I handled this so well. I know we had the right intentions, but somehow it came to an end. I was looking for a remedy. Now I don't know who's in front of me. I was looking for a remedy. Now I don't know who's in front of me. Yeah.
Now to dust the rest of the living room, I am using the Method Wood for Good. This is my favorite duster to use. It smells so good. If you have not tried this, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. You'll love it. You can find it on Grove Collaborative. I do have a link for Grove down in my description box. And if you're new with them, you'll get a free Mrs. Myers gift set with your first purchase. So make sure to check them out. I know there's a lot of fall scents from Mrs. Myers that are starting to come out. So make sure to hop on there, check it out, and get you a free set. Now that the curtains have ran through the wash cycle, I'm going to go ahead and hang those back up and let those air dry.
Cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing into the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. small bar with neon lights. Talked about everything that was on our mind.
And here I'm just getting the blankets that I took off the couch on to wash.
Took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy.
So not a lot of dishes today, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash those up, and then we are gonna scrub the sink out. I got some of the Barkeeper's Friend in the spray, so that's what I'll be using to scrub the sink, and then we are gonna freshen it up with some essential oils.
I wanna love out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love out loud. Love out loud. Love out loud. Love out loud. Don't wanna be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder, love a little louder. You're gone now, will you coming back? Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart, I hope I'll be your end destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation.
Anytime I'm putting essential oils into the drains, I like to use any kind of citrus scent that seems to freshen up the best. So today I'm using lime, and I'm just placing about 3 to 4 drops into each drain. As always, I do have a Simply Earth link in my description box along with a discount code in case any of you are interested in trying out Simply Earth for yourself. So one thing on my to-do list today was to go through bottles and pacifiers. Ray does not use bottles, she doesn't use pacifiers, so I'm pretty much holding on to all this for nothing. All the bottles, pacifiers, pacifier clips, anything that she doesn't use, I'm gonna go ahead and donate and give it to someone else who can use it. In these drawers I have a mixture of bottle parts and breast pump parts, and I also have medicine syringes and cups for the kids. So I'm gonna take all of my breast pump parts, place that into one drawer, and then I'll have the medicine cups and syringes in one drawer separated from everything else.
I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your destination.
And I couldn't find that last bottle nipple, but it was stuck in the very back of that drawer, so I found it. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on and put that in the bag with everything else to be donated.
Coming back, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind, it's a known fact. Yeah, I know that. I hope
So the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and vacuum the floors. Ray was up from her nap, so you guys are gonna see her chasing the vacuum cleaner. I thought it was so funny. She was crawling around like a little monkey, but she was determined to get that vacuum cleaner.
I've seen your face only once this weekend. You keeping busy, always things to do. Our situation still undecided. None of us knows what we wanna do.
So now I'm going to use the steam mop. Sometimes I'll use the spin mop, sometimes I'll use the steam mop. It just depends on my mood. I'm using a little bit of this Clean and Fresh oil by Simply Earth on the bottom of the pad, and that just gives us a little bit of scent whenever we are mopping the floors. Since it is a steam mop, you don't really have to use anything with it, but I do like to put oils on the pad for scent. So I'm getting the mop ready. I'm terrible about starting to mop and not making sure that I have enough water, and then I have to stop midway and refill it. So I'm making sure I have plenty of water today. And I do get questions on this mop, and also get a lot of questions on my vacuum cleaner. So I will have both of those linked down below.
We can stay up late like if nothing matters. You can hold my hand when no one's around. And I bet that we both are waiting for something, but we can wait until the feeling's gone. If you show me this, I'll give you that. Everything we ever wanted, and this for what it's worth, give it a try. But if we stay like this, then you know what? Then I don't wanna seize the moment. So let's, for what it's worth, give it a try. If you show me
Dream up a world of pirates, climb the highest tree, fall down.
And every day we have at least one load of laundry that we have to fold and put away. That's just how we stay on top of our laundry. We do at least one load per day. So that is today's laundry that I'm gonna go ahead and fold and put away.
The ships must go to get all cleaned up and put away. Call it a day. Call it a day. Call it a day. Call it a day.
And now I am going to clean the master bathroom. I'm not doing like a super deep clean, but the sink needed to be wiped, the bathtub needed to be clean, and also the toilet. And for some reason I can't find the footage of me cleaning the toilet, but I did get it done. So you guys are only going to see me clean the sink and the bathtub, but I did clean the toilet as well.
Fight off 1,000 monsters hiding in the sand on Mars. Hijack a flying saucer, steady on the hand. Fly home, sweet home, where the saucers go to get all cleaned up and put away. Call it a day. 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 Call it a Call it a day.
You told me why you were afraid to be with me all of eternity. We need to uncomplicate.
And then the very last thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get the blankets that I washed back onto the couches, and that is going to be it for today's Clean With Me. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and also subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos. I hope you all have a great and wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I won't give up. Never force you to stay the same. I won't give you someone to blame. In the freedom of loving, we can grow together. Never force you to stay the same. You listen close. I love you the most. It is.
Making plans so fast we go. Worried as when no one knows just how we want it. We want it. Going left, going right. Doesn't matter tonight. Just how we want it. We want it. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna stay up, have the time of our lives. The night is young. Don't need anybody else. We came to party all night long, and we don't need no chaperone. We don't need nobody's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our
So the night before we had fried chicken, and if you guys have ever fried anything in your house, you know how that smell just lingers and it's hard to get rid of. Well, I've found that citrus essential oils cut through that smell, and so I'm gonna get some of those going in the diffuser. I'm using the Autumn Blend, Orange, and Clove. I get all of my oils from Simply Earth, and I do always have a link down below to their site as well as a discount code. If you guys missed it, we just redid this laundry closet space last week. I posted the video on Sunday and it's a big before and after, so if you haven't watched that video, definitely check it out. I will leave it in the cards or either down below in the description box. But it was one of those eyesore places in the house that we were so happy to make over, and we also added in some shelving. We painted the walls. It just turned out really good. So like I said, if you haven't seen that video, definitely watch it. The next area that I want to do is either the living room or the master bath. I can't decide, but I have lots of makeover videos coming up, so make sure that if you're into those kinds of things to hit that subscribe button. And we love it because we used to have so much junk and clutter sitting on top of the dryer, but now we can actually fold our laundry right here at the dryer. We find ourselves doing laundry for fun now. It's the little things.
I can't even focus. How do we talk when there's nothing that makes sense? I don't even know. So baby, if you're walking out the door.
So we had purchased some of these organizer baskets earlier in the week, and we had organized some of the silverware, but we needed a couple more baskets in this drawer. I needed to separate the knives and the spoons a little bit better, so I'm just adding in 2 more bins to get that organized today. And my dog needed a bath. I usually try to bathe her either once a week or once every 2 weeks. It just depends on how dirty she gets, but if you follow me on Instagram, then you may have saw where I was posting about some problems she was having. So a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks now, she started having trouble with her legs. They had pretty much turned to jello. It's like she just couldn't walk and she would fall flat on her belly. It started with her back legs and then it went to her front legs. So I had took her to the vet and they checked her out. They could never really figure out what exactly was wrong with her. The vet thought maybe it was her back, that she had a slipped disc, which made sense because it happened all of a sudden. I hadn't noticed anything going on with her previous to that. So they gave her some medicine. She had actually got worse over the next 24 hours. And so I had took her back to the vet and they had suggested euthanization, and so that was very unsettling to hear, especially because I didn't know exactly what was going on with her. I didn't want to make that kind of decision, so I took her for a second opinion, and it was indeed her back. So she's better now. She has started to improve. She started to improve the same day that that other vet told me that they wanted to euthanize her, which was so crazy. So she started to improve that day, and like I said, I took her for a second opinion and they told me that it was indeed her back, and she has been doing well ever since. She's walking again. She's got strength back in her legs. Her right side legs do seem to be a little bit weaker than her left ones, but overall she is back to her normal self, so I'm very thankful for that. And I do want to thank you guys for everybody who prayed for her and sent thoughtful messages. Thank you so much. I've had her for 11 years, so that was very heartbreaking and scary for me, but I am glad that she's doing better. So I did want to give you guys an update. After her bath, she always gets brushed and then she gets a treat. So now I'm going to clean the bathroom. This was another makeover that I did not that long ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I posted this bathroom makeover. It was a big difference. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below as well. The walls were an ugly yellow, so I'm using this Aunt Fanny's bathroom cleaner. You can find this on Grove Collaborative. It's like a vinegar based cleaner, so I'm going to use that to clean the counter, the sink, and also the toilet. So this bathroom is right next to my bedroom, and that's where Ray takes her naps. And I really needed to vacuum, but I didn't want to wake her up from her nap, so I just used the broom this time. But for a small space, it really didn't matter. I'm also going to steam mop. I have talked about this before. I love using the steam mop in the bathroom, especially around the toilet. I always feel like I can't get that area clean enough because I do have little boys, and if y'all have boys, y'all know what I'm talking about. It can get really nasty in these bathrooms, so I always like to use the steam mop around the toilet area. And then the last thing I'm going to do is declutter this bathroom. I need to clean out from under the sink, and I also need to clean out those bins that you see next to the sink. I need to go through those drawers and declutter. There's a lot of stuff in there that we just don't use and that I need to get rid of. I actually ended up emptying the whole bin, so now I have the option to use it for something else. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am decorating for spring. I need to change out the decor on the coffee bar for Easter. I'm going to do a little spring deep cleaning in the bathroom, which, heads up, is really gross. And then we've also got some painting in this video. I want to whitewash the bread box and also the potato and onion bin just to spruce it up and brighten up the kitchen. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. So like I said earlier, I want to change out the coffee bar decor for Easter. I love decorating for all the holidays throughout the year. So I've loved having a coffee bar because we can easily change out the decor for each holiday, and it adds that little touch of the season to our home without spending a ton of money decorating for each one. I'm going to use the same colors from Valentine's Day, but I'm just going to pull the red since that doesn't really go with Easter and the pastel colors. I grabbed a few Easter pieces from TJ Maxx. They're probably my favorite store for any home decor. It's really inexpensive, so they're always my go-to for home decor. So I'm going to take everything off the coffee bar, wipe it down, and then put everything back with the new Easter stuff. When I'm doing this coffee bar, I try to also keep it functional. So in this tier tray, I keep straws for iced coffee, our sugar canister, along with a few coffee pods for the Keurig, and then the rest is just mostly decor pieces. Before I move on, I want to straighten the living room. This is the mess from Ray's morning playtime, but now that she is down for a nap, I need to get that cleaned up and give the floor a quick vacuum. About this time of year, my Pomeranian starts shedding, so usually every morning we find tufts of hair all over the floor. If you guys missed the living room renovation, I will link it down below. If this is your first time to my channel and you haven't seen that video, please go watch it. It is such a big change from what this room used to be, and we are just absolutely in love with it. And for those of you wondering what my mom thought, she loved it. It just feels like such a new house. We're still getting stuff hung back up since the renovation. Not much, but just a couple of things here and there. This coat rack being one of them. And I love using the lip gloss hack when I'm hanging stuff. It makes it so easy to mark the walls so you know exactly where to place your nails or screws. Before we head outside to paint, I wanted to show you guys what we decided to do with our old couch pillows since we got new ones. These are still perfectly good pillows. We just bought covers to go over them, and we can change them out for the seasons. And that's just another inexpensive way to change out your decor for the seasons without spending a ton of money. Obviously for spring, we're going with some pretty floral ones, and I'll be sure to link these down below. Moving on to the painting, I wanted to whitewash both of these pieces. I feel like they really darken the kitchen, so I want to brighten those, but I also have this old home interior piece that we want to paint the frame on. My mom loves her home interior pieces. She loves the actual photos, but the frame on this one is so dark and we feel like it's just gonna look better if we whitewash it before we hang it back up. To whitewash is where you put a little dab of white paint, not much, onto your brush, and you smear it across the surface, and it kind of gives it that sanded look without sanding, if that makes any sense. And if you get it too heavy in some spots, you can always go back with some sandpaper to blend it better. When I hung these up, it took some playing around with to see what worked best on each wall. So I ended up moving this mirror window with the wreath to the opposite wall, and then I put the home interior on either side of the window. Alright, it's now the next day and I want to spring clean this bathroom. I'm starting by getting the rugs into the wash, and then we're going to get to cleaning. I'm taking the toilet lid off, and y'all, this was the grossest thing I've cleaned in my life. So I'm taking that off, and then I'm going to clean down in there with an old toothbrush. I put the screws in a cup of Comet in hot water to soak while I do this. I've been loving these Clorox toilet wands. There is no brush hanging out in the bathroom, and I feel like it does a really good job at cleaning the toilet. This toilet bowl is stained. It's pretty old, but I do have a pumice stone coming to where I can actually get down in there with gloves, of course, and scrub that ring and all of the stains off. Alright guys, heads up, this part here is really gross. I was not expecting this, to be honest. I took and sprayed some disinfectant around the bottom edge of the toilet, and then took the toothbrush and started scrubbing it, and oh my gosh, it was horrendous at what was coming up. Now keep in mind, I have little boys, which is the very likely cause of this. If you have little boys, then you know, but yeah, I just could not believe what was coming up. This little shelf has been hanging out here. We haven't been using it, but it's one of those things I've just held on to because I thought it would eventually work for something, and I was right. This bathroom is so small and there's very little storage in here, so I thought this would be perfect to hang on the wall here beside the sink, and it can hold some of the smaller items that just hang out on the counter and take up space, and also some things that I was keeping on the shelves above the toilet. Those were starting to get pretty cluttered. This worked out perfect. It holds my perfume, my essential oils. I always keep lavender and peppermint in the bathroom because I sometimes like to put a few drops in mine or the kids' baths. And then my jewelry that I had laying around can hang from the pegs on the bottom, and now they have a home. So that's going to wrap up today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.